Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream that loves the challenge. I'm your host Zonavox. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I sat here and I thought about this, and I'm realizing that I don't like FireRed, which means I'm probably gonna not like Leaf Green. The initial experience was cool. I really enjoyed playing it. It was awesome to see the abilities and stuff. But I'm playing the same game again, and it feels like an absolute drag. And I'm sitting here like, God, that's why I feel awful about playing this. It's not that I don't like it. It's just it feels like the same game again. And I bet when I get to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it's gonna be the same exact feeling. I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna feel bad about playing the same game again. It just, like, I want to do this, but God, I don't know why it feels so terrible playing this game. Anyway, hello and welcome, like, sub, share, you guys know the drill. I feel like when I say hit the buttons, you know where they are, nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. So I guess I have to specifically say, smash that like button, you know, hit that subscribe, big red button down below, don't you know, Anyway. I am just like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel great playing this game. I don't know why. Hello, Simone. Welcome back. Gold Teeth. I feel like the only significant event was going to get the gold teeth, and everything else has just not been the same since. Alright, so our only two low things are Caw and Richard. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Diglett Cave. It's Mount Moon. I think it's Vermilion. Yeah, Diglett Cave. Poor guy is not feeling it. It's more just like... I'm trying to enjoy this, but, like, it feels the exact... Like, I just want to rush through this. Rather than, like, sitting here and enjoying the game, I really just want to, like, blast through it. Because my brain is like, why are you doing this? It doesn't feel new, it doesn't feel fun or exciting. I mean, it was when I first started, but now it's just like, but why? Alright, let's try this Diglett Cave, see how it feels. 196, so roughly 200. Ugh. Okay, I can mud slap the little dudes. I can mud slap the slightly bigger dudes, but not all the way. I guess we'll mud slap anything under 20. Yeah, this process is a bit slow. 200 something, I mean 300. You can do it, I believe in you. I mean, I'm fine, just not entertained in the least by this. We should probably use dig on the low-level stuff. So we can sit there and dig at each other. fight dig with dig, right? What does shiny Diglett even look like? Hello, Takedown. Welcome to my long-ass grind session. What was your idea to do during streams? Yeah, so it's not so much an idea. It's more of something I have coming in the works, something I am planning on introducing into the streams, and I'm wondering if you guys will like it. I completely forgot to put up a poll. It looks like shit. Yeah. Oh, shiny Diglett looks like shit. I look like shit. The stream looks like shit. I get it. So yeah, I'm working on what I am calling seasonal content. I don't want to talk too much about it, but in essence, we're gonna be introducing some FOMO to the series here. You know, really gotta market to those people who don't want to show up, and then they wonder what's going on. We'll go cut, and then it's gonna dig, and we dig, and take it out. Everything looks like shit if you smear enough shit on it. I suppose. I mean, I don't know, if you smear enough shit on dirt, it's not gonna look like shit. It's just gonna look like dirt. The grind isn't bad. Like, it's just not as good as it used to be, but it's definitely a doable grind. It's just not as strong as it used to be. I think that's my sign, because I forgot that magnitude was a thing that could do that. Excited for the Fortnite live event today. Is there a Fortnite live event today? Hello, Jupiter. Welcome back. Yeah, I haven't kept up with, you know, Fortnite stuff in forever, so I have no clue. Go with Pursuit. I think that's our weakest. Maybe Fury Attack, because it's not great. Fury Attack will miss a lot, so I think we'll get Fury Attack out of the way. How are you doing? To be honest, terrible. Not like me doing terrible, but I've realized that, like, FireRed and Leaf Green are going to be a drag. Mainly because I don't feel like I'm doing anything new. It's the exact same thing all over again with new graphics, but implemented even worse. Yeah, sure, Versus Seeker is cool and everything, but, like, the abilities really ruined a lot of my grind spots. You know, it's forcing me to do things in particular orders that I avoid for particular reasons. Like, it feels like a fresh new coat of paint on a very old shit wagon. I don't know. I'm not liking FireRed and Leaf Green as much as I thought that I would. I enjoyed it the first time we came into it to play it and everything. It was fun. It was great. It was new. But then I realized it really wasn't new. And the only thing that was new about it was, like, all the stuff that didn't need to be changed. If that makes sense. I'm sure some of you guys understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, I told you playing all versions was a mistake. It is what it is. I mean, it's the nature of the Gauntlet. Whether it's a mistake or not, the Gauntlet has to be completed in the way it was meant to be. I wish we could just get nothing but Doug trios. That would be ideal. What do Diglets and Doug trios even give for IVs? Does anybody know off the top of their head? I assume speed. The counter is 19 days. Yeah, that is 19 days, 6 hours, 52 minutes, and X number of seconds. Yep. So we have spent a total of 19 days playing Pokemon. This entire 100 and something odd days is boiled down to 19 days over the course of the playthrough. Pretty crazy when you think about it. If I was playing Pokemon non-stop, I probably could have been done with this whole thing by now. You know the guy who did this challenge and posted on YouTube? Yeah, I believe the issue was... So, I am well aware of Chaotic Meatball, and everything. My issue with Chaotic Meatball isn't... I guess I really don't even have an issue with it. It's just I feel like if you're gonna go ahead and... If you're gonna do the Nuzlocke, and then you're gonna edit it down, how does anybody know you actually did the Nuzlocke? Like, everybody can always say that they've done a Nuzlocke, and you just kind of have to, you know, trust that everybody cross your fingers, and hope everybody did it without anything going wrong, or no cheating and everything. But if you're not live streaming everything, I feel like it kind of takes away the whole thing from it. I don't know if they've live streamed or not, like, but it seems like they're all edited down. So yeah, I've got no issue. I definitely 100% will always say that Chaotic Meatball was the first person to finish the Gauntlet. Like, no doubts about it or anything. I just, if it wasn't live streamed, it's kind of hard to go ahead and take anybody's just so you hate the guy. I mean, I don't. I don't hate the guy. He finished it first. I came in later in the challenge. Yeah, I don't hate the guy. I just feel like if it wasn't live streamed, it's very hard to take everybody at their word, especially on YouTube, a place where everything is filtered, edited, and boiled down to what you guys want. It's kind of one of the big reasons why when people are like, why don't you make a lot of videos and stuff? I'm like, because then you don't know I'm actually doing the challenge. That's one of the big reasons why I do everything live stream. Come on, I'm not gonna tell them. I have no hate against anybody. Yeah, I got nothing bad to say. I just, you know, I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, you could do a Nuzlocke, you can edit it down, but it just doesn't feel the same if it's not actually live streamed. You know, where's the accountability? That's just how I feel. If you need a break, just do it from the game, start some seasonal content, and return when that's done. Oh, no, the seasonal content is not going to be like that. It's not going to be, you know, certain sets of games at certain times kind of thing. But that is a good idea. I will keep it into consideration when I'm doing stuff. No, we're gonna have much more interesting seasonal content. I've thought about this concept really a lot, and I've managed to find some decent artists and stuff that I should be able to get stuff done with. Yeah. Rubber chicken, if only you would go a little faster. If only these things just had more XP to them. Come on, Doug Trios. Doug Trios ahoy. That's not a Doug Trio. That's not a Doug Trio. There's a Doug Trio. Just play The Sims in between? I don't think I've ever played The Sims. I think I tried once. At level 40, aren't there stronger enemies to level up against? I don't actually know. I don't know good leveling spots. There are a few spots that I think are alright. My issue comes down to the fact that, like, this isn't a bad spot. Mainly, I just need Richard to go ahead and be up where it needs to be at the moment. Favorite snacks? Ooh, I don't think I really have a favorite snack. I don't have a go-to, let me go eat something. Let me tell you, I do have one favorite junk food. Imagine doing this without speed up. Yeah, I mean, during our first playthrough of Red, I believe we did it completely without speed ups, I believe. And God, that was awful. I guess I do have one favorite snack. It's that white cheddar smart popcorn. Oh man, I love that shit. That's like... That's a weakness. That's a weakness. That's like one of those things where I feel like if somebody hands me a bag, I'm like, oh boy. There's no good poison mon, which is kind of my issue. There's no good poison places to fight. Outside of those trainers that are up near Cycling Road, but most of them have coughings, and Levitate doesn't really help, so... Thoughts on pineapple pizza? I mean, I don't like it, but to each their own. I'm not going to tell anybody. Talking to the guy that beat Daggerfall without fast travel. Yeah, I mean... but, like... That was a different monster. I don't mind monotony, but, like... I wouldn't call this monotonous. I would call this tedious. This doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like I'm making a lot of progress quickly, whereas Daggerfall, I felt like I was consistently making progress. You know, I could see stuff like that. And when I was going to new places, I knew that I needed to run there, work my way through the thing, get new upgrades and enchantments, and then rush off to the next spot. I don't know, in this it feels more like I'm just trying to I don't know. It feels I don't have a good way of describing what I feel about the pain of doing this particular version versus doing some of the other ones. If you want my opinion on, like, a good pizza, do you remember how many days it took? Yeah, it was about 6 months. Or, Daggerfall in itself was a 2-month process. The entire Elder Scrolls No Fast Travel was 6 months in total. 6 months and change, I think. And then, yeah, Daggerfall was 2 months. Mind you, Daggerfall was 2 months without optimization. with optimization and understanding what I do now about how the game works and what I need to do, I could probably get it done in a month or less. I would actually like to see a speedrun version of no fast travel Daggerfall. I'd like to see how long it would actually take. Using rare candies is okay for a Nuzlocke. Not everyone can or spend hours or weeks grinding. I'm just against using it. Do you like Skyrim, by the way? It was your first time, right? Yeah, but it was my first time playing Skyrim, and I loved it. Skyrim will definitely fall as my #2 favorite Elder Scrolls. Obviously, I think Daggerfall is a masterpiece, mainly because of how, having run the world and knowing how big and open it is, I think Daggerfall 100% has the most potential of all of the games. So I would definitely say that Daggerfall is #1 in my opinion. But yeah, I love Skyrim. And I love how moddable Skyrim is. There's so many things and so many options and changes and adjustments and ways to play the game. Skyrim does feel a little bit compressed. Not cheating though. Sure, I personally don't like it just because 2/3 of Pokemon is literally fighting and grinding. It's kind of like, it would kind of be like if I were to go ahead and play Dynasty Warriors, but just tap in a cheat code to get all the warriors, and then, like, immediately go ahead and tap in another code to get all of their equipment and stuff, and then play the game and be like, yeah, we're playing Dynasty Warriors. Kind of the grind of Dynasty Warriors is Dynasty Warriors. We've got similar opinions for Skyrim. Daggerfall's #2. Yeah. And like, I don't mind. Skyrim felt a little compressed. That was my one big issue. It felt like everything was too close. The cities felt far too barren. The game itself was very large and majestic and extremely pretty looking. But at the end of the day, it mainly felt like it relied on its graphical fidelity to make up for its lack of content. And I don't think re-releasing that in new, like, higher quality graphics is going to change that, if you catch my meaning there. It's just, yeah. I think multiplayer Skyrim is such an awesome idea, and I really wish that somebody could take the time out to do a multiplayer Daggerfall. I wish that were a thing. Yeah, so I always had to, like, it's one of those things, like, for rare candies and such, I normally try and tell people, like, everything is done the old-fashioned way. Like, this is about the fullest extent of what I will do for speeding stuff up, is actually speeding it up. And I think once we're past once we're past Black 2, White 2, we're gonna be in the slow era anyway. There will be no more speeding up once we get past Black 2 and White 2. Which is the one that I liked the least? Ooh. I'm about to hit people with some blasphemy. So, I think I liked Arena the least. It felt very clunky in comparison. If Arena had more open capability and I could actually run places, I feel like I would still be doing Arena right now, to be perfectly honest. If I had to run from one place to the next, I would still be doing Arena. And I wouldn't mind that. If somebody made a game where it was the entirety of Elder Scrolls and not just Hammerfell, with the same kind of thing of Daggerfall, man, I would be all about it. I love it. I would probably play that game permanently. But Arena felt like, I mean, it was the first one, obviously. There were a lot of things to learn. It felt very unbalanced. It felt extremely difficult for no reason. I don't know. There was a lot about the game that I didn't I didn't really enjoy in comparison to the other Elder Scrolls. Not that it's bad or anything. I just personally wasn't about it. And here comes the blasphemy. I didn't like Morrowind that much. I didn't like Morrowind. I will say, it wasn't just also High Rock and Iliac Bay to be specific. Yeah, true. You're correct. It was very much the whole Iliac Bay. So technically, you are right. I would absolutely love if somebody did that to the entire series, though. Like, if they came out with new regions and made them just as big and as expansive with different dungeons where you go and stuff, awesome. Glad I found your channel. Was so bored. You know, it's funny because sometimes my channel is a hoot. Sometimes, like, it's not. Sometimes it's boring as shit. And other times it's very entertaining. We're either party poppers or, you know, sizzling snakes. The one you liked least was Oblivion. I will say, Oblivion definitely took a hit. They're doing it. Tamriel Unlimited, I believe it's called. Oh, man. If they made... Listen, if they make a giant... If they make Daggerfall as, like, an expansive continent where it actually is run, you bet your ass I'm gonna play that. No fast travel. And we're gonna go over the entirety of the fucking game. It would be amazing. Oh. But yeah, Oblivion, not as good as I remember. Like, I was really enjoying Oblivion, and I thought it was cool, but then I started playing Oblivion, and I'm like, wow, this game is dated. I feel like... It all depends if I'm in chat or not. I feel like Oblivion is... I don't know, it shows its age. So does Morrowind. Morrowind also shows its age. But I don't know, Morrowind felt slightly better. Its combat felt better, I think, than Oblivion. Oblivion's combat was a little more streamlined, but I don't know, Oblivion did take a hit. Nintendo mad as fucking Apple. Oh, why is that? Why are they mad? What they do now? Did they ban something off their platforms? Did they take some of their technology? You know what? I think it would be a good time to test to see if we can actually do some of this. Do I have a route? Do I have a Route 11 mod? I think I do. I don't, actually. I have nothing caught here on Route 11. Let's go for takedown. We'll just see what pops up first. We've already got one of you guys. Don't need you. They block and stun. If you hit, you're stunned. All the enemies are damage sponges. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that Oblivion forced everything to level around you while you leveled too. It made the game... Apple's put emulators on the Apple Store which can run GBA and DS games. Yeah, but there's nothing inherently wrong with emulators. There was a court ruling a while ago that stated that emulators are not illegal, and they are technically considered free use. Now, the ROMs themselves are the problem. The emulator isn't an issue, but the ROMs, I believe, are what caused the problems. Mainly because they tend to be rips of a lot of the games, and I don't think they want people ripping their software and such. As for the emulators, I mean, there's nothing they can do about it. Hey, what up? Alright, I guess we'll catch ourselves a drowsy now. Weird, you can't see the other people's messages? Oh, you can't see any of the stuff popping up on screen? It's because some people are on Twitch, so if you're looking for their messages, they're on YouTube. Some people are on Twitch, some people are on YouTube. Beyond Skyrim is what the mod is called. Oh, no, yeah, I think I've seen some Beyond Skyrim stuff where they're expanding it out. My thing is, like, I'd like to see more. Just like how when people are doing Fallout London and their other stuff. Also, I'm gonna be honest, Fallout London really, yeah, it's cool and everything, but my problem with it is the European Dead Zone is a thing. Nobody survived that. They got smacked. They were blown into non-existence, so there is nothing in London, because there is no London, because it's all been bombed to hell. So, it's kind of cool that it's out there and everything, but it's also like, but why? Alright. If no one is going to name this thing, I am going to name it Rohypnol. Of course, bad name for a Pokemon, but... Also, why is that icon of Drowsy over here fucking putting its back out? It's got its back bent with its butt out. Drowsy out here trying to go ahead and put out the gyat. Oh man. Okay. You know what? No, we'll go with the time, true, and played out. I hate this fuck. We'll go with the time, true, and played out Bill Cosby. Alright, now let's see if Richard can actually do something. Call a piece of shit for all I care? It sounds like you are not a very big fan of Drowsy. Ooh, hey. That's a good start. Oh, that's even worse. Even worse XP. I gotta think of good places to level. There really isn't too many at the moment. No real standout stuff. Could you lower your mic volume? I'll just stop speaking as loud. So, I've lowered my mic volume plenty of times before. Yeah, I've done quite a few mic adjustments. And this is about the I'll just sit back. I'll just sit back and talk lower. But I mean, everyone else said it was okay. You were the only person who was saying my mic volume was too loud, but I will do my best to just stay back here and not get so excited. Stupid ass Pokemon that makes all of mine sleep. Takes 10 minutes to fight. Yes, everyone's favorite. My ears hurt from how loud it is, no offense to you. I mean, none taken. The volume is fine for me. Alright, where are we heading to? Let me try Route 18. Do we even have anything on Route 18? Yes, we caught our Doduo here. Our backup flyer. I guess let's take this thing into a fight. You could lower YouTube's volume if it's too loud. Oh, this is a bird, dude. Frick. What Pokemon would you want in real life? I wouldn't want a Pokemon in real life. I feel like it would not go very well for anybody. Yeah, I can't see any Pokemon being good. Maybe Porygon Z. Maybe a Porygon would be pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like Porygon would be useful just because we live in such a in such an electronic-centric society. Porygon would be such an overpowered Pokemon to have. Kind of fun, all of the 3 normal flying types outclass one another. Answer is clearly Vaporeon, and we are not continuing that conversation. Oh boy, I'm not sure what to say there. Are these all 3 bird hunters? Like... This is my turf, get out of the way. Yeah, I think they're all 3 bird hunters, and I'm like, but why? If we can take down all these Spearows, it should get another level. What about yourself, Jupiter? If you had a Pokemon, what would it be? Gotta say, more of a Glaceon guy myself. Ice types are cool. It could Drill Peck me or Pursuit me, and I might be in trouble. I didn't think about that. Every fandoms gets people like that. Yeah, no matter where you are, there's always going to be somebody who's like, ha, let me stick my dick into it. That is every fandom ever. Hey, Richard's at 38. Wonderful. Man, that +5 speed? Holy hell. Trying to learn Slash? Great. I love Slash. Slash is a solid move. Mud Slap's alright, but I think Mud Slap's out. Seal. Because it's cute. Yeah, Seal is pretty cute. I feel like if you're gonna go for cute, though, feel like Spheal would be a lot better than Seal, even though it would turn into, like, Walrein, I think. You think that when there's an earthquake and a bird is flying, they see the earth tremble? Well, they sure in Pokemon make it look like it does. Alright, let's try seeing if Diglett can actually fight stuff in here. Probably not. Oh, but there are birds in here. Real nasty birds. This is not a good place for it. Man, there's no place to level. I'm sitting here thinking about it, and, like, there's no good place to level up my Pokemon. Diglett Cave is about the only one. Pokemon Tower isn't going to be very good. Rock Tunnel, not a good point either. Route 24, 25, Cerulean, Saffron, Celadon. Like, this is the big leveling zone. But that's about it. Watch VGC. I have no idea what VGC is. Mount Moon. Yeah, there's no good places to level. Like, man, if that's the one thing I really disliked about Pokemon in general, it was that. There was no good place to level. I think that's why we did a lot of what we did. Alright, I think I think it's time. We'll just move along here. Upgrade a lot of the, upgrade the trainers now. A lot, oh, competitive Pokemon? No, not anymore. Long ago and far away, I was a competitive card gamer. But nah. I haven't watched or been involved with any of it for a very long time. I don't know, it just doesn't interest me. If I wanted to play a card game, or if I wanted to play a video game, like, I would just play it. I'm not big on watching other people play video games a lot of times. Sometimes I'll watch it when I'm really interested in something. Like, let me tell you, there is a game that I am super interested in called Mecha Break. I really want to play it. And shit, I would definitely play it on stream. But I don't know if anybody would be interested in stuff like that. Like, I'm super big on mecha games, and there hasn't been a good competitive mecha game since X-Steel came out, and I saw Mecha Break, and I fell in love, like, instantly. And I definitely watch a lot of other people play Mecha Break. Even, like, one of my favorite games ever, Path of Exile, I don't like watching people play Path of Exile, because it's normally pretty boring. They're doing either the exact same strategy every time, it's all about building and crafting, or they get stuck in a trade loop where they can't do anything. But, yeah, I'm not big on, like, watching other people play games, honestly. Oh, right, the invisible walls. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't even think, like, watching Magic the Gathering as a card game is not very fun to watch, even though I know the game very well. And I don't find competitive Pokemon really that entertaining. It just kind of feels like, hey, what's the meta? We're gonna see the same deck many times in a row, or we're gonna see the same lineups many times, or we're gonna see somebody who pulls some weird thing out of nowhere. I hate fighting this gym. It is my least favorite gym to fight. Especially this Hypno. This early game Hypno is an absolute game ender if you're not prepared for it. I will say, sometimes it's actually entertaining to watch people play Battle Royales and stuff like Fortnite. I can see it being entertaining, but mainly that's a preference of how you display your stuff. If you're not good at showmanship, it's not going to be a fun stream. Of course it was poisoned. We have a ton of antidotes, so we're not going to head out. We're just going to handle it. Okay, maybe we will head out because it's taking a lot more damage than I thought it was. They have 2 gym leaders and Elite Four groups had little Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, I understand a lot of the way they've done this, but I don't know. Still, it's a good thing it didn't raise his defense, because if it did, I feel like I'd be in trouble. Yeah, like, I haven't seen, like, in terms of competitive Pokemon, I guess I haven't seen how it works nowadays or anything else. So, if they have gym leaders and all of that stuff, I have no idea. Kanto got 2 poison specialists. Man, I remember when the Pokemon League first came out, like in the trading card game, and you had people who were like their own gym leaders and such that you had to go ahead and take on. Man, if I could find it, my badge book is somewhere around here. I've got physical gym badges for the original league when it had first come out. Boy, my deck was fucking something. I was one of those suckers that did a Haymaker deck. And then I think when people started getting a little bit more competitive and they started going for a lot of the rare stuff, like Forced Evolution, to go from stage 1 to go from basic to stage 2 Pokemon and such like that. I used to run a counter-switching deck that would just non-stop move counters everywhere, and then just take out the backbench. It was my favorite. Because a lot of people would focus on their primary Pokemon, and I would instead just go after their bench. Taking out everything in their background because they weren't ever focusing on that, but... those were the days. I see. So he's gonna move no matter what. And then this guy's stuck here. So this will be our last one, I think, before we can get to the actual boss battle. Koga descended from ninjas. What did you descend from? My dad's balls. Is this the balls guy? Because if this is the balls guy and he just made a descend joke, boy, that would be hilarious. I'm wondering if maybe I should go for the Surf. I think the Bite and Flinch is a great combo. But I'm wondering if maybe I'm just hampering myself. Not going for the Stab. And trying to go for the advantage. More skilled than I thought. Haha. Alright. I believe it is time to shine, my guy. I'm pretty sure the guy in the center is not Koga. I believe the guy in the bottom left was Koga, but that might also have been the daughter. I can't recall. Well, a mere child challenges me. So this is gonna be pretty quick. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna Psychic Slam everything. Kadabra is really just gonna show its stuff here. We're gonna strut and destroy everything with Psychic. We're not even gonna mess around with the rest of it. Also, I kind of have to keep talking while this music is going on, because I don't have much of a choice. Every copyright slap that I've had has had to do with this particular gym music song being on in the background, and then them saying some other channel that doesn't own the rights owns the rights, and so I have to deal with that nonsense constantly here on YouTube. On Twitch, it doesn't so much matter. Nobody gives a damn there. But here on YouTube, they are constantly on about this music, and their algorithm doesn't understand that it isn't owned by any particular person, so it's just like, I don't know. I end up having to deal with it all the time. It's a pain. And then it takes 30 days to resolve itself when I have to go through the appealing process. It's a pain. You've proved your worth. Take this soul badge. Yeah, I did it. She uses surf. Take this too. Secret technique dating back 400 years. I did it. Alright, let's get out of here. So, Koga, I believe, is the tipping point for a lot of these Versus Seeker trainers. A lot of them should change their Pokemon after Koga. Now that we have the ability to use Surf, it means we could go back into the Safari Zone and try for our last Safari Zone encounter. Let me check to see what we have available in Zone number 4. Gen 3, so that's Central Area, Area 1, Area 2. Area 3, we have access to Nidorans. I believe we have one Nidoran, I don't remember which. Yeah, we've got male Nidoran, so that's not bad. I didn't even bother to check the stuff on it. I think Poison Pin is what it's going to carry all the way, but I don't remember its stats. Let's see. Venonat and Venomoth, Doduo, Execute, Kangaskhan, and a 4% Tauros. Or we could go for the Slowpoke and then go for the Evolution. And Slowbro isn't bad at all. We could also try and fish up a Dratini. Let me deal with the bot real quick. It happens all the time. Anytime my channel starts slowly picking up, bots. We can actually solve this problem. By really, give me half a second. I'm just gonna solve my issue here. Extensions. I don't need that. Get out of here. Get out of here. There we are. Done. That should take care of those. All right, from Kanto, I believe we have a couple things to go ahead and do. We're probably going to need to do, what's it called? Well, let's go into the Safari Zone, and we're going to try and get ourselves a Tauros. Or we can go for a Dratini. The problem is with the Super Rod, we have a 40% chance of catching a Goldeen or Seeking. And we have a 15% chance at getting a Dratini. Oh, we also have a 4% chance. Oh, that's in Leaf Green. 4% chance. 4% chance of a Psyduck with the Super Rod. I don't know, like, does Dratini learn any good stuff in Gen 3? Let me check its movesets. Thunderwave, Twister, Dragon Rage. Slam, Agility, Safeguard, Outrage, Hyper Beam. Not really. All right, yeah. Let's just go through and see who we pop in and get. Ooh, I don't know if I want to change my money though. We'll do it for the sake of the stream. Yeah, I should be able to just surf my way there. Dragon Rage, that move has to be good with a name like that. Yeah, it couldn't be terrible with a move like that, name like that, right? Found a nugget. I think that's the Area 3 up there. No, this is not. This is Area 2 or something. Yeah, this is Area 2, so... Doesn't matter, can't catch you. This is Area 3. I don't think I've ever really been inside this house, so we're gonna go check that out real quick. Spell mate then and run a little bit easier to catch. Didn't see any Pokemon I liked. Using bait will make them like stick around as they're busy eating. Alright, here we go. This is our chance. Believe in the heart of the cards. Tauros. That's a Nidorino. You don't count. Oh shit! Don't catch it! Don't catch it! Don't catch it! Don't catch it! Fuck! Ah! Okay, we're gonna have to release that Nidorino. That was an accidental catch. What's the Thanos challenge? Hello and welcome. So it is a play on the fact of the challenge is technically called the Pokemon Gauntlet. Somebody came up with the idea of doing the entire Pokemon mainline franchise as one giant Nuzlocke. And that's basically what this is. It is one gigantic Pokemon Nuzlocke with all the mainline games being played consecutively. If I die at any point, I have to start at the very beginning. So we're here in FireRed, game number 9, but if I die, I have to start all the way back at Red. So it's kind of a pain. Alright. Now that our Nidorino doesn't fucking... Oh, no. A Venonat. I didn't want you. Whatever. Okay. So we gotta get rid of our Nidorino because it was an accidental throw, and I'm dumb. And I just press buttons sometimes. No. Anybody want to nickname this thing? Now that we're reset on names and everybody's got the ability to do stuff now. We'll exit out of here, go release our Nidorino. But yeah, it is, if you take a look in the description, I think it actually has the full description of the Thanos challenge. Mainly, it's just, it's just a big joke. That's why it's called Thanos, is because it's the Gauntlet. and because a lot of people snap when playing this, and we're collecting all of the gym badges. If you don't want it, call it my daughter. Oh no. My daughter. There we are. Alright, we'll just run around. I'm gonna bet I fucking run into a Tauros. And it'll be very sad. Wow, max revive. How useful. Which game are you playing right now? So we're currently on FireRed. FireRed is game number 9 in the series. After this, we do Leaf Green. And then after Leaf Green... we're going back to Emerald. Is that a shiny Kangaskhan, or is that just what it normally looks like? Alright, let's go release this scenario. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like... Yeah, the game has been interesting, but I'm really burnt out on Generation 1. There's only so many times you can make Kanto and like then be like, "Ah, it's Kanto. Isn't it fun with those original Pokemon?" I don't know, it feels like the same game all the time. Yeah, there it is. We need to release Nidorino. And you still have another Gen 1 now? I know, I still have Leaf Green to go. I'm just not happy about it. Oh, right, Bootlegs needs to be moved. Because he's not playable, but he is here for the sake of it's cool. That's our Deadmon box. Box 13 is our shinies. That is pretty cool, though. Like, the fact that we managed to just get it. Have you been playing for 19 days? Yeah, so that's the total. So, the title itself goes ahead and tells you what day we are of how many days I have done the stream. But the top left corner is the total play time that I have played. So, 19 days, 7 hours, 44, and so many seconds. But not consecutively. That's why in the title, it tells you how many days I've been doing. I usually do between 2 hours during the weekdays, longer during the weekends. It just depends on my schedule and stuff like that. I can't put too much time, unfortunately. My job is pretty demanding. So I don't... I get home and then stream and then get off and try and do other stuff. You're gonna go sleep? Alright. You get some good sleep, Chupa. Alright, so those can stay... This can stay... I don't really know if... right, Meowth was there because of pickup. Let's check the summary on this thing. Careful with insomnia and prevents... Nope, you're gonna get moved. You are not usable. Hoodia Voodoo. I highly doubt we're gonna use Hoodia Voodoo. We'll put it in the back row, because I don't think it's gonna be... useful, but it could be useful. Venonat, probably not going to get used at all. Raises accuracy with compound. It just doesn't have the stats to back it up. It's not a bad Mon. It just does not have the stats. And I think Darwin's is good. Awakens early from sleep. Eh. It's okay. It's definitely a backup Mon, so you'll get placed here. Alright, and those are our 3 mainline backups just in case something happens. That Raticate, oh, man. What an unexpected find. A fucking Guts Raticate? I did not expect it. And Burn would be much better for Raticate. Poison is alright, but Burn doesn't actually affect Guts Pokemon. So we'd be alright to use it. Okay, next up on our list is we're heading to Saffron. And I believe we're gonna go do the Sylph. Sylph Tower, Sylphco, whatever the heck they call themselves nowadays. Alright, Gen 3. You can get a level 25 Lapras as a gift, which is what I am going for. Lapras is phenomenal. Okay, this is going to be Kadabra's time to shine. Kadabra and Diglett. I think they will basically be able to rush through this all. Still on FireRed? Yeah, I'm still on FireRed. It's mainly because we've had to stop for times here or there. You know, I got really sick for like 2 weeks, so yeah, I pretty much had to stop playing. Honestly, I'm tired of FireRed, and I'm gonna be tired of Leaf Green too. Like, I have realized I enjoyed FireRed when I was here, but then as it's gone, you should just power through it with your Kadabra. I'm probably gonna power through a lot of Sylphco with my Kadabra. But, like, we're not just gonna slam through everything under the sun. Yeah, I try not to just... FireRed is one of the best remakes, I'm sure, but I'm just tired of Kanto. It's just Kanto this, Kanto that, and I'm gonna have to go back. So, like, I'm just so tired of how many times we go to Kanto now. So, outside of this, we're gonna hit Kanto an obnoxious amount of times. 3 times during the original. We hit it another 3 times during the remakes. Jinx, if you had the Poliwag to trade for, is OP in this gen. I don't think I've even caught a Poliwag. I've seen one, but that's it. Hey, Classic Joe. Welcome back. It's been a while. But yeah, I'm just tired of it. Like, so we did the 3 in the original, we did 3 back in Gen 2, right? And then we go through this another 2 times. So FireRed and Leaf Green. And then when Soul Silver comes out, it's going to be another 2 more times. Psychics in Gen 1 and the remakes are OP. Yeah, I noticed that Kadabra did seem to be hitting the same way it did back in Gen 1. I remember Psychics being extremely strong because there was no split, it was just special. So their numbers were out the ass good. Alright, let's talk complicated words and numbers that make no sense. Wow. So we went from the heart-shaped fountain to 2 boobs? Alright. For Gen 3, and the one physics still have incredibly min-max speeds. How's everything going? It's going. We've been moving along. I'm tired. Like, I'm so tired of this challenge. You already have Snorlax, so you have a special tank. I was really bothered by Snorlax. So I caught Snorlax and then looked at its stats and I'm like, why does it have such low defense? Like, Snorlax has a massively low defense, and I was like, aren't you supposed to be a tank, Snorlax? What happened? It is, but that's why it's in competitive. It always runs as Curse. To boost its defense? That's so weird. You would think that it wouldn't need to. I mean, I was really hoping for a Chansey, but that didn't happen. But yeah, since you've been gone, Joe, I mean, not too much. Is my Pokemon still here? Oh, boy. Let me tell you, the one that you named, well, considering that we are well past that, I assume your Pokemon is not still here, because we are, hold on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We are 14 games past. 14 playthroughs past it currently. Think about it this way. Your special defense is almost Blissey tier. This is just as bad as Blissey. You could much tankier with Curse. Just rest the damage, but nothing can break you. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I understand it, but still, like, seeing that low defense stat bugs me. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a very long time because we've been moving along with the series, so it's rough for permadeath Nuzlocke run for sure. Yeah, losing my Snorlax isn't too bad. I consider Snorlax more of a pivot than anything else. To me, Snorlax is useful, but it's not necessary. Snorlax can do a lot of things to tank damage, but I don't necessarily need it to stop a bunch of stuff. And the Rex that died in the lava cave. Man, you're pulling up ancient history now. Super ancient history now. Alright, Rival fight Silphco. Cerulean, SS Ann. Think Snorlax benefits from pre-physical special split? Yeah, it definitely does. I think beforehand it really benefited. Silphco! Level 35s and such. Let's see. Charizard. So, Pidgeot, Execute, Gyarados, Alakazam, and Charizard. There's no real good way to deal with that Alakazam. I do not have anything strong. Maybe Shadow Ball could. I might have to go get Shadow Ball. Because I feel like Thunderbolt is extremely strong, and I would like to give Thunderbolt to Jolteon. But I also don't have an effective way to deal with Psychic types. So I'm thinking that something like Shadow Ball on a Snorlax might be a really good way to handle Psychics. How many games do you have to play to finish the challenge? Let's see, we're on game 9 out of 36, so 27 more. This is not a small challenge. I have already figured I will be here for about 2 years or so. This guy should have a Cubone and a Zubat. Yeah, it's a super long one. Considering that only one other person has actually managed to finish this challenge. Okay, switch out for Richard here, because these are all electric types. We're going to keep going for Dig. There's not going to be too many electric types. But Sonic Boom is a really nasty move. Especially against something with minimal HP like this. Alright, now let's go ahead and switch back. Newton's gonna shine here. It's pretty much gonna do all the heavy lifting. We're going floor by floor. We're not gonna be skipping if we can help it. Zulera, hello and welcome. Thanks for coming along to the journey here. Radicate, Hypno, Radicate. Quit messing with us, kid. Yeah, I didn't realize how strong Radicates were, and now it makes sense. Now it makes a lot of sense knowing that Radicates can get guts. Why they were so damn strong. Yeah, Hypno will switch out to Takedown. We're gonna go for Surf instead of Bite and see how decent it is. Yeah, so it's roughly about exactly what I expected. It's so weird using a Jolteon, though. Like, I'm not used to having something like Lycan Sub on here. It's just not... I've never really used a Jolteon, so it's really weird having one in my team. Like, even as a kid, I never used a Jolteon. I either went Flareon or Vaporeon. All right. There's one scientist somewhere here. He might be behind a wall. Yep, he's behind a wall, so... Ekans comes next. So I think I will go with... We'll put Richard up front. Assuming I didn't go the wrong way. Alright, cool. Intimidate. I forgot that was a thing. So we'll go with Dig. Rather than Magnitude. Will not leave its chance. I was like, I saw the thing pop up and I'm like, is the noise coming? Yeah, like this generation, it feels so like boring. I think it's because it feels like the exact same stuff I've done every single time. I'm just constantly doing the same thing again and again. Asa thought a stream had another issue. Yeah, I always feel like it does. There's always something wrong with my fucking stream. If it's not the video quality, if it's not things latching up, if it's not lag, if it's not it breaking, if it's not the power going out, if it's not like... There's always some type of issue. Something breaks all the time on the stream. I can't even tell you. You thought I meant today's generation, you mean the game? I don't got shit to say about today's generation. Them kids! Alright. Machop and Drowsy. What you been up to, Joe? It's been quite a bit. You been doing anything fun recently? Fuck no, I'll never be that old person. Them kids these days. You say that! You say that! Listen! You say that until you become one of them people who says them kids these days. Cause fuck, I never thought I would be like, man, fuck these kids, what are they doing? I never thought I'd say any of that kind of stuff. And then one day I found myself saying it. I'm like, oh shit, I've become the one thing I didn't want to become. But who knows? Maybe you will be different. I think it's gonna be a subconscious thing. One day you'll get older and you'll realize so many things have changed, and then you'll be like, shit, when I was young, all that shit was good. And then suddenly you'll become the thing you hate most. You know, lived long enough to see yourself become a villain, right? Alright, floor 5. Big Hypno. Been skating, boxing, skating low-key's been getting in trouble. Not that big. Skating does that sometimes. I know, like, the skate scene when I was young was a whole bunch of, like, we had shit like Thrasher, and, oh, God. Why did I do this? Hold on, let me switch real quick. Getting better at beating people's asses at boxing. Yeah, that's good. Boxing is always enjoyable. I've told you I really enjoy boxing. My dad did boxing for a while, so... Didn't need that poison. So, are you, you go into, like, a boxing gym? Or are you just learning it on your own? Or you got people you're learning it with, or what? This dude's a juggler. I just don't understand, like, the makeup of people in Team Rocket. I'm really wondering if the whole economic thing really hit so hard that that's why they have so many random people, because these are probably people without jobs, and they're probably getting paid. They're probably getting some benefits of some sort. They're getting issued a standard issue Pokemon. Like, there's probably a lot of good reasons for these people to have joined Team Rocket. Magical Leaf. What the fuck was that? There's a moment where I got to humble someone. My ego's off the charts. Have you had the chance to go ahead and get into the ring for, like, actual tournaments? You thinking about trying to do it as competitive stuff? Because I can tell you that, like, usually when you're just in the ring at a gym, yeah, it's a lot of open stuff, but once you start getting into, like, the competitive scene, then you're gonna really meet a whole new breed of boxers. Not yet, but I plan on it. Alright, alright. Yeah, make sure do not go into the fucking boxing scene with an ego. Don't do it. Do not step into the competitive ring of boxing with an ego. Somebody will set you straight so fast. I think we'll go with Magnitude. Even at a mid, it should take it. It's one of those things, if you know you are the best out there, yeah, make sure that you tell everybody you're the best out there. But you gotta prove it, especially in the ring. Had my ass beat a few times. It happens. It's boxing. It's one of those things, I do like boxing moreover than regular martial arts and stuff. I mean, as a martial art, you know, a physical combat, boxing is pretty fantastic. It's good as a design for a lot of close combat fights. And I think a lot of people don't ever really see boxing coming, so you can catch a lot of people off guard with it. Especially because a lot of times if you're just in a street fight, man, people got the widest swings in the universe. People swinging at you like they're trying to go in for a hug sometimes. This guy's gonna have a massive Arbok. I think I could take the Arbok with a dig. I think so. I'm either going to take this Arbok out or I'm going to lose a Pokemon right now. One of the two. Nice. Didn't think it was gonna pull through, but it did, so. Alright, switch that up. We're mainly just going to take this TP to get the key. I don't really care about the rest. Also, do I have a full heal or anything in here? Because I don't think I have a paralysis heal. I do not. Yeah, we'll get out of here, go heal real quick, and then we'll just be back. Mainly because I need to get that Diglett that Dugtrio some XP. It is looking a little shabby compared to the rest of my team. We don't take the elevator here. We're about that fit life here. Alright, this is Scientist Dude. I assume he is going to have some Scientist Dude stuff. Your Pokemon have weak points. I can nail them. This guy's trying to fuck my Pokemon. What is wrong with him? Dig because Voltorbs explode. We ain't trying to get our Pokemon knocked out over an explosion. Coughing. Yeah, we had to switch to Kadabra. They have Levitate, so we won't really be able to do much to them. Bad for the long ass message. No, you. I didn't even see a long ass message. What do you mean? Nothing popped up. Also, you don't ever have to apologize for long ass messages. You know how it is. Man, people used to go ahead and leave me whole paragraphs in Wikipedia pages when back in the ARC days. You hammered me. See? I knew he was trying to fuck my Pokemon. Look at that. Nailed it. Hammered me. Clearly, euphemisms. What floor am I fucking on? 9th floor. I definitely thought this was where I got... Oh, it's because I needed to go behind, not necessarily... Ah. Okay. I see what I have done. My screen, it says I put the message, but it's not popping up. I wonder if you put something crazy in there. About to use a Hypno. We'll go with a Surf. Man, I really need... I think I'm going to have to go for Shadow Ball. I think it's too good to not have it. And we'll give Shadow Ball to Snorlax. So Snorlax will be our psychic fighter. With its special defense, it should do quite a lot. One key card. Alright, floor 5. Do we have any other stuff that we need to fight on floor 5? Juggler, Scientist, Arbok. No, we're good. So, we'll clear 4-5 real quick. Focus Punch. Oh boy, Focus Punch. What a good, bad move. Let's go clear out these previous floors. Yeah, this guy with the Electrode. This guy was hiding. Completely locked all the doors, too. My Pokemon is my loyal servant. Yep. Sure. What's happening right now? We're just clearing out Silphco. Just clearing out Silphco right now. I like to floor clear Silphco. I feel like it's much better than just warping straight in from place to place. Gives me a good chance to level up things in a relatively safe environment. That's for floor 3, I think, is clear. Or maybe not. I don't remember. I think there might be a guy behind a door that we couldn't get to, which is that one. Nope, that's just the warp point. There's the other guy. Richard up front because of the electrode coming up. I support Team Rocket more than I support Silphco. I really, man, listen, guys, I gotta fucking put together a thing on the economic downturn of Kanto after the war. And we're gonna put together some stuff, because there's so many things that I see in here that just fit so perfectly into post-war economics and habits. All right. We'll take the switch back again here. I really need to get it leveled up, but I also don't want to get knocked out over something dumb. Floor 2. We had a couple locked doors here and there, so... This last guy is all poison types. Help! I'm a Sif employee. Except he's not. He's just masquerading as one. Ya fibber! What's the rules of the Thanos challenge? Ah, okay. Well, let me give you the whole spiel here. So number 1, that doesn't work, Blaziken. You know there's no such. Also, it would take me for fucking ever to list those rules in a rule thing where I would just explode on screen. I should definitely put in the facts though. But yeah, so the Thanos challenge is based off of an idea. Explaining the challenge first should really be the first step. Where somebody came up with the idea of doing all the mainline games as one giant Nuzlocke. You tried? It's okay, I appreciate the help, Blaziken. But yeah, it's one giant Nuzlocke with all the mainline games. It goes by normal Nuzlocke rules. We weren't going for anything hardcore. The challenge itself is hard enough as is without added restrictions. I don't really have any gym caps, but I do tend to stick by my gym caps and stuff. Send you to a document file. Ain't nobody... Listen, if I have learned anything Like, nobody wants to go ahead and go click on a document file and read a lot of these things. If people wanted to read, like, what this was, they would just check the description. So that's why they come and ask me, because otherwise it would be there. We aren't doing Let's Go and Legends. Yeah, you know, Let's Go is a pain in the ass, and is a spin-off. Legends also spin-off, but yeah, so all the mainline games, same pretty much standard rules. No special shiny clauses or anything. But other than that, it is a normal Nuzlocke. It's just because it counts the entire mainline series. If I fail at any point, I have to start all the way over at red. So it is just one gigantic Nuzlocke, and that's what makes it difficult. Yeah, other than that, the whole Thanos portion, it doesn't, like, it's got no special meaning aside from the fact that it's the Pokemon Gauntlet and most people snap when playing this. I am not the first person to attempt it, but yeah. Sounds like a real pain. It's certainly quite the challenge, but that's my channel. My channel is all about challenges. I am not like a Pokemon streamer or anything, but you can expect Pokemon to be on my channel for at least 2 years, just because this challenge is so difficult. But yeah, feel free to go ahead and pop in. I'm usually active 6 days a week. I say Monday through Sunday, except on Tuesdays. Yeah. It's been pretty enjoyable. Not right now. I gotta be honest. I'm, like, very sick and tired of Generation 5. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it's just not fun. Having to do Kanto again and again and again, I feel like my brain is gonna fall out of my ass. We're doing the DLCs, right? Yeah, when we get to it, we'll do the DLCs as well. That's gonna be forever from now, but yes. Newton's up front. Good. Gen 5? Is Gen 5 when it all starts? I mean, that's XY, right? Because we have, after this, I think we have to go to Leaf Green and then Emeralds, and then we're going into the Pearl. We're going into the Platinum Pearl era. You said Kanto was Gen 5? No. I meant, like, this is the 5th time we're going through, and then we have to... No, technically, this is the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. This is the 6th time we've been in Kanto. I don't know what the fuck came... Whatever came out of my mouth, don't worry about it. It was stupid and unintended. Alright, 46. It's doing the work. Emerald might be one of those we rip on. Man, I hope the fuck not. I hope we don't. I hear Emeralds can definitely be a little troublesome, but I think we'll be okay. If we just follow the same game plan, we'll be alright. Unless stuff is that drastically different. Also, we're probably just gonna knock a lot of those legendaries. I can't see us trying to capture any of them and it going well for us. Also, don't wish that on me, Ricky Bobby. The Golbat's pose in here, it makes me chuckle a bit because it reminds me of the way that one of these dudes in one of the Ace Attorneys thing looks like. He has like a graduation gown and cap, but like he always has his mouth like slightly open, like quivering with his hands up, praising science. You traitor. I'm not even... What do you mean, me traitor? Wait, do you start with the OG red and blue? Yep, red, blue, and yellow. So I started all the way back in red, blue, and yellow, then gold, silver, crystal, and then it goes ruby, sapphire, fire red, leaf green, emerald for Gen 3. Then it is... You know what, let me just pull up my list. I have it here somewhere. Stand by. Nuzlocke rules, which I think I have in the description there, but I will pull it up. So, yeah, red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, fire red and leaf green, then emerald, diamond, pearl, platinum, then heart gold, soul silver, black, white, then the sequels, X and Y, then Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. I actually just found Alpha Sapphire the other day. I'm still looking for Omega Ruby. Yeah. Then Sun Moon, then Ultra Ultra, and then after Ultra Ultra, we get into Sword and Shield. I believe those are, those have DLCs or something, don't they? I don't actually know. I do not own Sword and Shield, so I'm going to have to go looking for it. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Scarlet, and Violet. And then we have slot number 35, which is left blank for any further releases. So, yeah, we're not terribly far. I mean, we're quite far into the list to begin with, but, like, you also forgot X and Y? Oh, I thought I'd said X and Y after Black 2, White 2. But yeah, that's thems. If you look into the description, I think it should actually have a list of all the stuff you most commonly asked and stuff. We're gonna switch Richard up front to deal with the Voltorb. Serves him right for shipping me off to the taxi branch. Tixie branch. Hold on. That's interesting. I gotta check this out. I wonder where else Silphco has stuff. Give me a second. As I'm putting together an idea for a video, I need to keep stuff like this in mind. I'm wondering if this particular branch, because they created the Sylph Scope, a lot of people don't see this as a prestigious branch. At least the next game will be a Legends game. Negative. That's why we were saying that. We're not including Legends. Legends are spin-offs. The same way that the Let's Go series is spin-offs. So, yeah, mainline series games, and here's how the easy way to determine if something is really mainline or if the Pokemon Company is just trying to get you to buy something. If a series is mainline, it will say Pokemon trademark, and then it'll say whatever the next thing is. If a series is not, it'll say Pokemon insert whatever the thing is, then it'll go ahead and have the colon, and then it'll have the rest of the stuff. So, like, Pokemon X, Y. Those are mainline because they say Pokemon, trademark, insert thing. Pokemon Dungeon is Pokemon Dungeon, trademark, not Pokemon TM, trademark, Dungeon. The naming convention tells you a lot about which game is which. I've kind of learned that over the years. But yeah, Legends are really spin-offs. And so are the Pikachu and Eevee Let's Go series. Those are also spin-offs. Let's Go are a blatant cash grab to try and funnel people from the Niantic version over to playing mainline Pokemon games. That's why I will never consider them to be mainline. And then the Legends series, as good as they are, is still a spin-off. It may have mainline story elements, but it doesn't change the fact that it is still a spin-off. So yeah, we're not including those. And people, I know there's probably going to be people who argue with me about whether it is mainline or not, or whether it's part of the story and stuff like that. And I get it. People can argue, but that's always just going to be that's going to be the way I feel about it. Hey, 40. Nice. Finally. About to use Magnemite. We can go for the Magnitude here. Solid Magnitude 10. I will say, okay. I have a lot of high expectations for this next Legends game, but I'm also really mad about it. I played Legends Arceus, and I thought it was fantastic. Legends Arceus Ball. Because we're always going to get into an argument about how it's pronounced. That'll always be a thing. But yeah, I thought it was great. I loved it. It was very enjoyable. And when the next one came out, I was like, yo, we're finally gonna get something good. And then suddenly they're like, yeah. And it takes place all within the city, and I lost all interest immediately. I'm like, why? Why is it gonna take place in the city? You guys have so much room to work in. You have a whole continent. The longest you've gotten so far? Oh, this is the furthest I've gotten so far. Attempt number 1 went out in Crystal due to a very unfortunate and extremely upsetting series of Hypnosis Dream Eaters that I thought that I could beat. But I didn't. It just turned into one giant Hypnosis Dream Eater, and no matter how many awakens I had, it didn't do anything. So it didn't go well. So we lost like a couple months and had to restart it. So this is the furthest we've gotten into it. If you're talking about me, I only played Generations 1, 2, and 5. So a lot of this stuff is going to be very new to me. I mean, I know Fire Red and Leaf Green mainly because I know the original games, but... Okay, floor 7... One of the 4 Rocket Brothers, yes. It would be great if you got something from beating up the 4 Rocket Brothers, but you don't. Morty sent that first one to the Mortician? Yeah, it was really sad. I gotta be honest, I felt it. I felt it in my heart when that happened. I didn't know what to do. That was such a bad playthrough, and that's why never again will anybody being like, oh, the playthrough is boring, you need to switch up your teams, try something different, do something unusual. Never again will I ever listen to anybody being like, listen, nobody's gonna like what you're doing if you don't switch up your team. Fuck that. I'm not gonna like what I'm doing if I have to switch up my shit. Rain Dance. I really want to, but like, I don't know if it's worth it. I'm not a big fan of Hydro Pump. I'm really not. It's too finicky. 1 out of what? It's a 1 in 5. Like, I don't want to play a 1 in 5 chance at possibly getting smacked. Will we get GTA 6 before you complete this game? Probably. Probably. More likely than not, GTA 6 will come out. If GTA 6 comes out in the next 2 years, we'll probably... It's good for Blaine. Yeah, but I mean, I can't see Blaine being a really big problem to begin with, unless he has Sunny Day. I mean, Surf is just fairly strong on its own. Hydro Pump is too finicky to be really that useful. Water Pulse is kind of played out, but it's also decent. Yeah, I guess we'll get rid of Hydro Pump. It's far too finicky to be reliable. Strong move, but not good enough. That's probably going to be one of the few times you ever see somebody get rid of fucking Hydro Pump. I smell a little mouse. Oh boy. This guy's sniffing kids. You're smelling your Eradicate, you idiot! I smell a mouse. It proceeds to throw out Eradicate. Clearing this building is a pain in the ass, but it's one of the few places that Pokemon can grind. I really wish the Versus Seeker continued to work here, but good thing Blaine doesn't have Sunny Day. Oh. Oh well. What's done is done. Yeah, there's very particular Pokemon that are pretty much going to get the thumbs up in this building. The rest are going to chill, so... It's dangerous. She came to save me. We're after the Master Ball. It'd be bad if it took over Sylph. You can't! Found 1 calcium. Hee hee! You mistook me, sir. Sylph? I didn't. I did not, sir. I assume if you're in a jacket, you've turned against your own company. Now, for the Muck. The Muck is only a level 29, but Muck is tanky as all fuck. So, we're gonna hope for the best, and hope that the Muck does not encumber me, or give me a low kick or something. You guys know Muck has feet? Smell a rat. The Eradicate. It's me. Master, you're smelling me. Do you like my new cologne? Alright. And then the last dude is gonna be using some groundy type things. bulk up. Time to muck backwards. How do you even muck backwards? That would be sucking it in. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think it operates like a Hoover. Get that sand slash. Oh. Man, I'm feeling so restless right now. Like, I just want to defenestrate myself. Floor number 8. But yeah, Emerald's going to be the first major skill check. Listen, we've had a few major skill checks so far. Whitney is always a big one. The second rival fight is a big one. There's a lot of big skill checks coming, and I hear Emerald is pretty rough. But I don't really know, like, what the big difference is between Emerald versus Ruby and everything. Versus Ruby or Sapphire. I'm just honestly, like... I'm tired of Pokemon, Grandpa! It's a world of difference. Ugh. Can't say I like it. We're down to 2 digs. Two digs. Let's just chill. I feel like I don't know, this is such a draining game. Like, FireRed and Leaf Green feels so draining in comparison, probably because I'm just so tired of Kanto. Yeah, it is different. Yeah, I've no clue. I have no idea if it is or how. So I'm just kind of like banking on you guys to give me the whole heads up. Early stream. How am I? I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like doing this. FireRed and Leaf Green are gonna be the death of me as a person. Like, I feel like my soul is slowly being sapped through a tiny straw from a very large mosquito. You still got 2 Kantos. I know. I don't Kanto think I can do this. But seriously, I'm just like... I'm so tired of Kanto. I'm tired of playing the same game. I've done this to myself. I have no one to blame but me. So at the end of the day, the only complaints I can do is speak to my manager. Myself. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, FireRed and Leaf Green, they do just feel very draining in comparison to the ones I've played so far. I'm sure when I get to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it'll be a different matter. Maybe I'm so tired of playing the same game, proceeds to wipe. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't care how tired I am of it. We're not gonna just intentionally bamboozle myself. I'm not gonna send myself to the Shadow Realm because I'm tired. You're on holiday. I hope you enjoy your holiday. What holiday are you celebrating? Or by holiday, do you mean you're off school? Let me check if it has one dig left. It has one dig left. It's your time to shine. Vacation. Gotcha. There it is. Richard is not all the way caught up, but I think he is close enough. Silphco is finished. I mean, it's not, unless you guys are letting it finish. Oh, I had to go all the way through this way. Tim, Pokemon are just tools. What'll happen if the tyranny takes over the company? Alright, let's try going up. Floor 9. Think he should use PP up on Richard to give it more digs? Dig is pretty much going to be replaced with Earthquake, and that's why I'm standing by on it. Once I get Earthquake, I don't think I need Dig anymore. Dig is alright. It's fairly strong. Good dodge mechanic. Not as good as I thought it was, considering that there are a lot of moves that can still hit you while you're underground. Just like I didn't know that Gust will hit you while you're flying. That threw me for a fucking loop. But yeah, Dig will get replaced with Earthquake. Exploiting the weak spots does work. Think about type advantage. Aha, yes. Oh, were we already on floor 9? Did I already finish off these dudes? I think I did. And just hadn't opened up the doors yet. Yeah, because this guy was the Arbok trainer. Hey, that was just a fluke. Oh, you look tired. You should take a nap. I forgot this lady existed. There's a 10th floor, right? 10th and 11th floor? Okay, we'll come back to floor 9 here after. We still got other floors to... There are other floors than these. Wah. I'm scared. Tenth floor, right? 10th floor. Enough of your silly games. Yeah! Begone, thought! About to use coughing. Of course we're gonna switch. I guess we'll start sending out Coco to deal with all of these things so we can at least level everyone semi-evenly. What are you going to do? Drink that potion that gives you a 10% speed boost? What do you mean? The only thing I'm gonna do is just continue doing this. Psybeam. I kind of give them the same stages that last trainer. Oh, gotcha. Carbos. Rare Candy. Ultra Ball. I should probably start using these things. Special attack of one Pokemon. Lycan Sub. Carbos raises the speed of one Pokemon. It won't have any effect on Coco. Alright. He's not getting any faster. I don't know where to put it, honestly. It's Hank on my other account again. Welcome back. I don't know where to put that. I don't think I have a place for it. Iron, though, let's see. The defense stat of a Pokemon, please give it to Coco. Protein raises the attack stat. Let me take a look at our team before we do that. $88 with the 120 is not bad. 80, 126, 116, 77. This is mainly going to rely on its specials, so I don't think that's going to matter. Obviously, you don't care about that. You guys are specials. Coco, though. I think we're gonna hold off on using these and put them into the Lapras. Just saw calcium and I thought this text in a Pokemon game, once you give it to your Pokemon, oh no, Pokemon name blew up. Feed your Pokemon calcium and it explodes. Man, can you imagine if there was an item that you'd, like, feed it to your Pokemon and just instantly KOs them for some reason? Or if Pokemon have allergies, boy, can you imagine if they decide to do that and they're like, hi, you know what, let's make the game more complex. Let's give Pokemon allergies. Also, why would you Rattata back to back? Especially if I double kick the last one to death. Like, blacks you out and you wake up and the game restarts. Losing this run because your starter was allergic to potions would be peak comedy. That would that would be the funniest thing, because it's not like you would really have the chance to check. You would just start out and then suddenly give your Pokemon a potion and it would be like, oh, oh man, that would be hilarious. Hey, let's be honest, I wouldn't find it that funny, but demolished. Found one zinc. I don't even... What the fuck does zinc do again? Special defense. Alright, now we go back to floor 9. Go talk to Pillow Lady. If you had kids, would you rather have a boy or a girl? I would hope for both, honestly. A boy and a girl, I think, would be interesting. You found Phineas and Ferb on the dark web, and Phineas was on a plane next to 2 towers, and the police all around, and it came out in 2002. What? What in the heck? Like, you give it the potion, the screen cuts to black for a moment before opening up to a funeral? Oh, jeez. I feel like adverse effects to some Pokemon would be interesting. Like, some Pokemon just, like, don't have, or have a high resistance to certain things. I really think not like an allergy system would be something they would do, and then tout it off as, hey guys, innovation. Are you planning on having kids or totally not? Well, the plan one day is to possibly have kids, yes. Who knows if that is actually in the cards for me, but YouTube chatters be smoking that Zaza. Chatters be chatting. Yappers be yapping. Yeah, if I ever make a stream, though, we're gonna be a just chatting thing. We're gonna call it just yapping. Here it is. It's time. Oh, fuck. I thought that was the right way. Nope. It's this one. There it is, you son of a bitch! Starting off with the Yodos. Yaponomics. Here we are, guys. What kept you? I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you and I decided to see if it got better. I love how they just let this dude through. And we're like, there's another kid who's gonna come through. I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm gonna just stand over here and ambush him to stop his evil plans. Oh, okay. So that means technically, I feel like Blue was supporting Team Rocket. Professor Oak, I've completed my Pokedex, but I've lost my data, so I want you to get over 1,000 Pokemon for no reward. Listen, you are rewarded with a sense of pride and accomplishment. Don't you remember? That's what video game companies want us to have. About to use Gyarados. Actually, I think this could either hurt or this will work out well. Perfect. About to use Execute. I probably should have gone with something else. I probably should have gone with my, we'll go with Psychic. Thank God that missed. I should have gone with the, with Cacaw for that. But then, bang, your Pokemon is allergic to winning the game. Yeah, that's an allergy to being successful. You can see that nonsense. We'll go in for Bite. I do think that Surf would be a better option, but I think Bite will suffice here. Your reward with debt of around 7,000 Pokeballs. What was he throwing out? Charizard? Rizzard? The Rizzard Lizard? Oh, this is gonna turn into this nonsense, isn't it? Well, I'm moving up and ahead. Checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. Am I a genius or what? Oh man, this guy's a genius for learning the bare minimum as a trainer. It's a Pokemon League boot at the Elite Four. I become the world's most powerful trainer. Good luck. The next run will be Charmander. No, the next run will not be Charmander. The next run will be Venusaur. We are not doing it. I am not going to risk my run over being fun and unique. You're not Rocket. Have this Pokemon. Hell yeah. So want to give a nickname? Oh, Charmander? You want to name this thing Charmander? You gotta go? Alright. Later. Charmander the Pokemon is good. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think Charmander does learn some interesting stuff. I believe it gets, like, Metal Claw or something. But, I mean, it's still weak to... It's still weak to Ground. But you know what? Name it Charmander. That's funny. Alright. I will put down your name for Charmander. Wow, Charmander literally fits in as the last thing. I wonder if they kept those names in mind. I wonder if they put the name limit when they were coming up with stuff like that. Instead of being like Salamander, I think they wanted to name it Chalamander or something. But Lapras was transferred. It's very intelligent. Keep it at the lab, but it's much better off with you. Think it'll be a good trainer. They've lift across the water. That's cool. Yeah. I've always wanted to lift across the water. Alright. Then I think this is the last guy standing between me and everything else, so... Oh, why do... I'm dumb. I'm over here about to go ahead and use an item when I have a free way to heal. Just right near me. Stop it right there. Don't move. I feel like we're getting less and less Pokemon as I go through these games. I'm just getting so fed up with all these Pokemon, I'm catching, like, even less every time. That's what I was banking on. About to use Marowak. Mara, get the fuck off of my screen. Alright, and I have completely forgotten that Giovanni is down here. So, let's see. Poison type means we're going to start off with Newton. Or we could go with Richard. I mean, Horn Attack might hurt a lot. Fury might hurt a lot. It's also Poison Point. Let's go safe, rather than sorry. We meet again, discussing keep your nose out of grown-up matters, or experience a world of pain. Yeah, grown-up matters. We're just gonna Psychic. Let's not goof it. No time for goofing! Switch to Takedown. I could possibly go for something else, but I think Takedown is going to be a much better, just because Nidoqueen has a lot of very physical attacks. And I feel like a Body Slam would have done some serious damage. Now, my real concern is this Kangaskhan coming up. Do I go Jolteon, or do I use something a little more standoffish? If I use Jolteon, it's just got weak defense, so Mega Punch might hurt it a lot. Rage might also hurt it a lot. You know, fuck it. Risk it for the biscuit. We can replace a Jolteon. Oh boy. I don't like that at all. Maybe not risk it for the biscuit. Okay. Good thing it worked. Because I was beginning to get a slight scared. Blast it all, you ruined my plans. Will never fail. Thank you for rescuing us all. The President are indebted. Oh dear boy, thanks for saving. I'll never forget it. Have this as a way to thank you. Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Maybe this will do. Can you give me more than one? You can't buy that anywhere. It's our secret prototype Master Ball. Interesting. So, when he just said that, it's our secret prototype Master Ball. Hold on. Sorry, as I'm getting together for a video. You should be quiet about using it, though. Should be quiet about using it. Alright, let's check out our Lapras real quick. Shell armor. Blocks crits. Perfect! I never have to worry about a critical hit. Wonderful. Let's use our escape rope because it's just taking up space. Oh, we have 4 escape ropes? Psh. Didn't realize that. Use our super secret prototype cure for cancer. Don't let the government know you have it. Yeah. It's like anytime I see those dudes on TikTok or stuff talking about how they insert made thing, and then suddenly you never hear from their accounts again. Yeah. Alright. I am going to be honest. I think I'm going to call it for today. As much as I'd like to do more than like 3-4 hours, I don't have it in me. This game is physically draining me right now. Maybe I'll go ahead and be back with it. If you guys want to see something else, something interesting that I actually am enjoying playing or stuff, let me know. Because I will definitely stream other stuff if people are interested in watching other stuff. Anyway, like, sub, share, follow, all that good stuff helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell. You guys know what to do. Have a fantastic day. Stay cool. Stay safe. And stay golden.